So today's a beautiful day, and I'm out with Milo, Teddy, Hugo, Walty and Ted. And Teddy has joined the group today. I've been doing a little bit of training with him with his owner, and still zoom in, and been teaching him good manners on the lead, but also he's not been overly socialised in his young life. He's 2 now, so today's a bit of a tester walk really, just to see how he gets on, and he's doing really well. He's been a little bit dominant to Milo. Milo gave him a little growl and it sorted it all out, as dogs do. They generally sort their own issues out, obviously with us to intervene if we need to as the leader. And yeah, he's doing really well. I've let him off lead because I trust him. I've been with his owner and she's let him off lead before and that was all fine. So yeah, so he's doing really well. He's just getting to know the group. We've been out of the car for about 10 minutes now and he's having an absolute whale of a time. He loves Milo, probably because Labradors are drawn to other Labradors. This little bit here is a little bit of dominance, so he's putting himself over Milo a little bit, but Milo's can handle himself, just throws him off, tells him off a little bit, and if it goes too far I'll step in. So I've just told him enough, and he looked at me and he's calmed himself down. Good boy, good boy. Teddy, Teddy, Teddy. Sit, sit. Good boy, well done. So it's all very exciting for him. He's not really mixed with dogs very much in his young life, so this is just an overload in a way. And it's, as you can see there, a couple of them he puts his little bit of pressure on and they get told off. And it's all just to tell him that, you know, you're welcome, but we will we'll just put you down into your place a little bit. So there's nothing dangerous, nothing bad's going to happen. And now he's sort of learned that he can't jump on the back of the dogs without them telling him off. And obviously this can only be done under a sort of controlled way really, where I will step in if anything starts to escalate in any kind of way. As you can see, he's trying to do a little bit of humping there. They've both been done, so there's no dominant issues like that. And now it's way over time now. Look, you just have to trust dogs. Give them a little time. So as you saw there on video, Hugo hadn't interacted with him, and they just came together. So it was a little bit of a falling out. Nothing to worry about, no biting or anything like that, just a lot of noise, a lot of showing of teeth, and then it all kind of relaxes again. So he's now interacted with Ted, Milo and Hugo, and they've all told him about it. Walty's just not bothered to, are you, darling? You're too chilled, aren't you? So they've all let him know what place he is in the group, and he's starting to accept it. Milo's chilling. And he's come stand with me. And the reason he's done that is because they've all told him off, so he's come back for a bit of reassurance from me, which I won't touch or talk or have any eye contact with him over that, but I'll just let him stand with me if he wants to, because that's building a bond between me and him as well. And he's got a bit of reassurance to come back to me, but I'm not going to reassure him by stroking him and telling him it's all alright, because he needs to find his own place in the group. And as you can see now, it's all becoming much more relaxed now. They've had their little comings together. This is literally, they've only known each other for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And already the pack sort of using their way to just let him know that he's welcome, but he has to fit in with the rules of the group, don't you, Teddy? Yes, you do. Well done. So, here we go. So as you can see, after all the initial welcoming party, so to speak, in dog language anyway, they're now happily running around, mooching about, sniffing. He's joined the group by, when they do a pee, he'll do a pee in the same spot. So it's he's kind of like joined in with the group. He hasn't met you yet, has he? But you think you're so relaxed around him. He's not that worried, is he? Good boy. You're such a good boy. And you go. And you, yes you are. And Teddy, and Ted. Ted, yes you are. So Milo and him are starting to get on now. He's still getting on his back a little bit, which Milo doesn't like, so he throws him off. But once he's done that, they generally then go into a play. Labradors always play high. They do this up high sort of jumping stuff, where they grab onto each other on their back legs with their front legs, and then they normally go into a run then. So it's like the initial part of play. Here they go. So if you watch the body language of that, they sort of grab onto each other, get in each other's faces a little bit, and then they do the little play bow, and then off they go. And they've gone right over there now, down towards the river. So we're heading down that way. Teddy! Good boy! Good boy! Well done. So his recall is spot on, which is lovely. So this video is a bit impromptu. I wasn't going to do a video in today, but I thought actually there's something for us all to learn from that. So if you are walking your dog and you meet a group of dogs and you're a bit nervous about it, speak to the other owners first, or the owner, and just see if it's safe to let your dog slightly socialise. It's better, I find, if they're off lead. Only if you've got good recall for your dog though. Obviously if you haven't got good recall, don't just let them off. But yeah, it's really good for dogs to get to know each other. So Teddy now has got these 4 that he's got to know, and that should help him when he's out with his owner on the weekends and other times. That should help him to socialise with other dogs he meets and learn the etiquette of being a dog. Because the trouble, since lockdown, a lot of people have kept their dogs, not by any fault of their own, just kept them to themselves, done more lead walking than letting the dogs be free. And the sad thing about that is that they don't ever really get to meet other dogs, and dogs are very social animals. You know, they won't stand and chat like humans do, but as you can see here, they just run together. So they'll have a little bit of fun. Then they'll go off and mooch about on their own, but they all know where they are. They all know where they are as a group, and that's just so healthy for them. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and leave any comments or questions below and I'll do my best to answer them. And good luck. If you are nervous about anything that I've shown on here, obviously when they come together it looks all loud and violent, but it's actually not. And obviously you have to be aware that things can escalate, so I'd always consult a professional if you need to, if you are training your dog to be social. Alright, take care. Bye bye.